Okay, so here I have my materials. I have my yeast, some sugar, measuring cup and stuff, a little tape, measuring tape, but I could also use a ruler and some string if I needed to. Balloons, I only need 3. I'll show you with the 4th in a minute. My bottles, some warm water, and a marker. And over here on today, I can click in my experiment team, and here are the instructions. So the first thing it recommends is that you have an assistant if you can, your mom, your dad. Doesn't have to be someone older than you, probably someone above the age of maybe 5, and could be a niñera if you have someone like that there. Whoever, just to help you a little bit more, just to be easier for you. Otherwise, it's a lot to do in a small amount of time. Okay, so you want to label your bottles A, B, and C. And you label your balloons 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so here's where your assistant might come in handy. I have one here. And he's holding my balloon open for me, the one that says 1, and I'm going to put 1 teaspoon in that one. And for the balloon that says 2, you put 2 teaspoons in. And guess what you do with the one for 3? You put 3 teaspoons in. Now it says I need to put yeast into the bottles, so to do that, I'm making myself a little funnel out of some scrap paper. So I just made like a little, almost like an ice cream cone looking thing, with a little bit of tape just to keep it together. And I made a little funnel so I don't waste, because this is not a time to be wasting food. So there we go. That's my teaspoon number 2, because I'd already done 1. And here comes my 3rd teaspoon. And I put 3 teaspoons in every single bottle. Nothing with the balloons right now, just my teaspoons of yeast. 1, 2, 3, and 1. It has to be the same amount. That's why I'm measuring it out. I have to buy more yeast or I won't be able to make bread tomorrow. And 3. I don't get to go shopping till Thursday. Thursday's when my Cellular lets me go do shopping. Okay, there we go. So, next step is I need to swirl the bottle 15 times. Each bottle. So I'm going to go these 2 at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's just so that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's just so that I get the yeast mixed in really nicely. Okay? And now I'm going to put the balloon with the number 1 on bottle A, because it's got 1 teaspoon of sugar. Like this. Open it up. Wah! Went wrong. And put it over the top. And I'm going to put the balloon with the number 2 on bottle B. And no guessing where I'm going to put balloon number 3, guys. You're pretty smart, so I think you probably figured it out. Balloon number 3 goes on bottle number C. We're almost ready with our setup, okay? The last thing you might want to do to make sure is I got some like tape, but you could use anything really. Try and make sure this is down nice through here. And I'm just going to tape it on just to make sure that nothing goes wrong. I'm really careful not to dump my sugar in with the yeast yet. Can't dump the sugar in yet. So here we go. Here's the next one. Just making sure that the balloon's on it properly. This is where having an extra balloon could come in handy, just in case you mess it up and something goes wrong, but hopefully it won't. So if I put it over there, it's probably fine, but just in case, I'm putting an extra piece of tape on all 3. And I actually had a glitch with bottle A, or 1. Hopefully it's not going to impact on my experiment, but it can happen, but you just do your best you can, right? Okay, now what you want to do is basically at the same time, you want to get your timer ready for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then you, okay, so you're going to want to measure the circumference of your balloons. Now mine's blowing up a little bit just to make it easier to show you what that means. But remember, the circumference is like a big circle around it. So I just drew it on for you to show you. But basically, take my tape measure, I start on 1 point, put it on it, and I measure around. And in this case, mine is 45 centimeters. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Miss Waz, you don't understand, I don't have a tape measure. Well, no problem, guys. I just found this on the floor. It's from a mop. So I'll put this here. I hold it up. See the end there? I go around, put my finger where it ends, and I put it against my ruler, because you probably do have a ruler at home. And voila. Still says 45, same thing. So you can do that each time, no problem. So what you want to do now is you get those measurements of your balloons before anything's happening to them. So here's my first one, for instance, my balloon number 1, nothing in it. And you put that under time 0, 10 centimeters. Put that in time 0 in your data table. And mine are all 10 centimeters. In fact, why don't you just say 10 centimeters for your first one? It'll make it easier for you. Oh, my balloon's flying away. I hope it doesn't scare Stormy. And then comes the fun part where... There's a water thing here to make this stand up. I'm going to put all 3 up. I'm going to put them in order. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. And try and do all 3 at the same time. Woo! And I'm putting the sugar in. Put the sugar in and then just drop it again. Make sure all the sugar gets in there though. All the sugar in, all the sugar in, all the sugar in. And wait to see what happens. And every 2 minutes you're measuring, and I'm not going to tell you which bottle's doing what. You'll figure that out as you go through the 20 minutes. Every 2 minutes you measure the circumference. Stormy says, see you later, guys.